Bring out the best.
Here,
Bring out the best.
here's Greg Stewart. Gives it off to Changte. There are two players inside. And there is Pippin Singh giving a chase. Nervy moments for Mohun Bagan super giant. In 6s and 7s, as far as their midfield is concerned. And Mumbai City FC are on the prowl.
Yeah, it's great vision to put that ball inside. Look at the way he comes in and puts the ball onto the right for Changte, who puts the
Cummings at a Mehtab Singh. Hits the side netting. Mohun Bagan players not happy with the referee's decision, all crowding around him.
Yeah, that was because I think this ball was a handball there for Mehtab. Referee did not notice that. Allowed the ball to go in, but lucky that he hit the side netting. If it would have gone into the goal, it would have been a big controversial goal.
Sometimes you've got to think for the referees. Just imagine this high-octane clash. Suddenly you're surrounded by these big-name players, all asking you to reverse your decision, and you've got that whistle in your hand. It's a tough job. It's a thankless job. But just remember, football cannot continue without the contribution of these referees. Meanwhile, here's a yellow card that's been shown by the ref to Sahal Abdul Samad. I'm guessing it's for lashing out a few moments back for what happened in their own box.
I think sometimes, you go overboard, especially when the referee has not seen the very glaring handball. I think a yellow card for that is very, very soft.
It's also a way of settling down the game, telling everyone that I am in charge. There's one big man over here, and he's neither wearing a maroon jersey or a blue jersey. He's wearing a yellow jersey, and you've got to listen to what I say.
But everybody in that stand, 50,000 people must be there. Attention must have seen that handball very clearly. But nevertheless, I think this is a game. Human error is always possible here.
Boomu. I think from a Mohun Bagan super giant perspective, they've got to get Cummings and Sadiku more in the game. Haven't seen too much of them. Haven't seen them too involved in the game. Cummings, yes, of course, made that run, got the goal. But beyond that, it's mostly been one-way traffic down that left flank. And Ashik Karunian and all the options that he's been giving up front. Yes, Manveer Singh has got you that goal that's given you the lead 2-1 now. But as far as controlling the game is concerned, as far as keeping the ball is concerned, Mumbai City FC still on tops. Here's Manveer now doing his defensive duties, and it's good to see an attacking player falling back so deep to help out his team. Sahal now. Twisting and turning. That's the highlight of his game. Operating in tight spaces. Manveer now lays it off for Ashik Karunian. Ashik finds Boomu. Manveer is giving an option in front. Boomu cuts inside. Puts the ball in. Tries to find Cummings. Put out for a corner.
And that was a great save, I would say, from Mehtab, because the ball had come in. There were two maroon shirts up front. Jason Cummings would really be behind him. If he would have left the ball, it would have been a very easy cake for him. Nevertheless, the ball coming in from Boomu was dangerous. And that's exactly Mohun Bagan's tactics, strategy. Pass the ball to Boomu. He will provide, and there has to be two men up front to do the damage.
Mohun Bagan Super Giant, part of Group D in the AFC Cup, alongside Odisha FC, Basundhara of Bangladesh, and Mazia Sports and Recreation of Maldives. Boomu puts the ball in. Cummings for chase. Put out well by a dominant Lachempa.
Great serving ball that was. It just came in at the far post. The goalkeeper had to really stretch there.
Juan Fernando is saying it should be a throw in favor of Mohun Bagan Super Giant, given that it's Lachempa who's put it out. And it is a throw in for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Thapa with the duties. Lays it up to Manveer. Does well to get away from his marker. Tries to find Sadiku. Only for an alert Lachempa to get the ball back.
Great communication between the defender and the goalkeeper.
Player has gone down. It looks like it's Sahal Abdul Samad holding his face. Mohun Bagan super giant bench, pretty vocal about what's going down on the field.
Yeah, that's a beautiful ball given from Manbir. And look at that. Goalkeeper. Oh, that was an elbow that went up there. Nothing in notice of the referee. That's dangerous play inside the box. And look at that.
I guess it then boils down to that one word, intent. What was the intent of that elbow? Because more often than not, a football player is taught very basics on the training ground. Whenever you have a one-on-one challenge or you're going for a 50-50 ball, make sure your hands are up. And then comes in the intent. Do you want to hurt the player in front of you or not?
No, I think this if it wasn't in the notice of the referee, it would have been a dreaded spot. I'm 100% sure. Because this was not two hands up, this was one hand up, one elbow up.
Greg Stewart brought down in front of the box. Referee rightly placed, says play goes on. Two players down for both the teams. Greg Stewart and the Mohun Bagan super giant defender. Referee halts play.
We'll have to relook this, what happened over here, and look at the way Stewart, he was pushed from behind there. Very clearly seen from our end. And what more do you want? That's the push. One single hand push. 99 out of 100, it would have been a free kick.
I'm surprised, Henry, because the referee was perfectly placed to call that foul. He was right there. It was right there within his vision. Decided to play on things, and thus resulting in a clash between these two players. Would have been a superb position for Mumbai City FC and Greg Stewart to do something. Huge numbers have come in.
You know, yeah, it's a high intensity match, and the referees also are worked upon. They have to be very focused, concentrated onto the game, to look at each and every case minutely.
Another yellow. This one being shown to Jorge Pereira Diaz. And once again, I guess the reasoning is the constant verbal attack on the referee. Rather, it's Greg Stewart who's been given a yellow card.
Arjun, sometimes we wonder, you know, if the referees give the right decision, this all does not happen. Two yellow cards are given just because of the decisions that are made by the referee. It's not about anything else. Both the times, you know, first time when the yellow card, and this was a clear push over here, clear push, and then the follow-through knee of Subhashish just goes on to his feet. Look at that. Injurious to both.
Missed that foul. I'm guessing Greg Stewart was not happy with that and thus lashed out at the referee for not giving that foul. But you're absolutely right, Henry. One thing leads to another and just spirals out of control.
Yep.
But that's the human angle you're talking about. And that's the human angle.
See, you can make mistakes once or twice, you know. You can't make mistake always. So we talk about consistency, and that's what the referees have to do.
Here's Thapa, has space in front of him. Has space to find someone. Finds the closest player next to him, Hugo Bumu. Sadiku plays it back to Bumu. Sahal operating in between those lines. Cummings also dropping deep now to ask for the ball. Plays it off to Ashik Kurunian. Kurunian has many players in front of him. Forced back. Subhashish Bose. Back to Kurunian. Finds Yutse. Yutse to Anwar Ali.
Somehow Mohun Bagan has really lowered the pace of the game, really putting Mumbai City FC out of rhythm.
Back to Ashik Kurunian. Thapa back to Subhashish Bose. They've been operating in that middle of the park. Haven't been able to move the ball up. Taking their time. looking for that right opening. And sometimes that opening can come courtesy beautiful diagonal ball and just gives you a glimpse of what Anwar Ali can give you. And here's Ashik Kurunian, lovely run, finds Jason Cummings. Snatched away by Lalienzuala Changte. Does well to win a throw-in for Mumbai City.
Yeah, a great move there, but a little too late to release that ball. Otherwise, that would have been a very good goal-mouth action.
Apuya now to Rahul Beke. Lays it back to Mehtab Singh. Confident on the ball. Confident display by the defender. Here's Mehtab. Apuya loses the ball. Finds Manveer Singh. Has options for the shot. There are 4 players to his left. 4 players to his left. Opts to go for the shot himself. And balloons it over the target.
And that was a great giveaway there from Apuya. Right in front of the goal mouth, in front of the box. You can't really miss chances like this. And slowly and steadily Mohun Bagan really getting into the axe. Nobody really, that's a giveaway from Apuya. And nobody really attacking them. Manveer has all the time in the world. He's got 4 men there for making his options over there. But gets a good cut over there, straight inside. He had no pressure. That's why he has taken that shot. Otherwise, one touch to the left and he would have made it 100%.
Back in the thick of things, trying to find Jason Cummings. Had the momentum going for him. And from a striker's perspective, if you're in the box, you've got the momentum, you go for the shot. He went for the shot, didn't work out for him.
It's always the decision that you make inside the box. And I think he made the right decision to take that shot because nobody was on him. And he had this target up. He had to hit the target. Make the goalkeeper tested, a little bit moving over there. He would have found his bearings right.
6 minutes of added time. Mohun Bagan Supergiant leading Mumbai City FC 2-1. Both the goals coming from Jason Cummings and Manveer Singh, while for Mumbai City FC, that equalizer coming in from Jorge Pereira Diaz, and it feels like the equalizer came ages back because lots has happened in this game post that.
Yeah, very tactical game. This is Arjun. Both the teams are trying to really position themselves in a position that they can really break each other.
Beke tries to find Noguera, intercepted by Thapa. One in by Apuya. Handball. Free kick in favour of Mumbai City FC.
Yeah, this time the referee was right.
It's the law of averages, Henry. They've caught up.
Yep.
Handball to Anirudh Thapa, yep.
From behind. Yeah. It's a tackle from behind. Handball from Anirudh. What a player Anirudh is. Just simply plays in front of the defense, cuts off every ball that comes in. He's got great vision, great passing.
It's interesting that Juan Ferrando has gone with those two because Sahal Abdul Samad, for all the technical capabilities that you love watching on the player, isn't known for his defensive work rate or defensive work, which means the onus, the responsibility falls on Thapa. He's played in that position for the national team as well, operates a little more advanced for the national team, sitting a lot more deeper for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Greg Stewart, Van Neef, both on the ball. Your guess is as good as mine. Greg Stewart will be taking that. Training out routine, trying to put it under the ball. Vishal Keth, and someone with his experience, was never going to be troubled by that.
And that was a great shot. I wonder how did it go through the wall. And that's nice to see. Straight away the goalkeeper makes his position so well over there. It goes to the host of legs, straight into the hands of Kate. No deflection, no problem.
Van Neef, his first season for Mumbai City FC. Joined from Pushkas Academia. From Netherlands, has played in the Dutch Eredivisie. And he's been given the responsibility of replacing a mammoth player in Ahmed Jahu, who's joined Odisha FC this season. Akash Mishra, disappointing ball. Ball still in play though. Ashik Kurunian does well to clear it long. You always wondered about who after Jahu. He's been so integral for Mumbai City and a player who pulls the strings as far as any team he plays for is concerned. And now it's Greg Stewart, and that responsibility lies with him. Though he operates in a very different position, plays a lot more advanced than Jahu. Here's Subhashish Bose, being given chase by Mehtab Singh. Has 4 players for company. No Mohun Bagan super giant teammates near him.
In the dying minutes of the first half, everybody is patched behind. Don't want to give away any space for Mumbai City. But it was nice to see Mumbai City really getting behind the ball very quickly to really make any damage behind. And that's something that we have to watch here. Both the teams, when they get into the attack and there's a counter, they really fall back very quickly behind the ball.
Final minute of added time. Remember, 6 minutes of added time. It's lived up to expectations. It's had its moments. First 30 minutes, you saw 3 goals being scored at the Yuva Bharati Kridangan. Ever since then, sort of, the pace has slipped a little bit. It's slowed down a little bit, as you'd expect when you have 2 teams that are vying for all the honours as far as Indian football is concerned. Look no further when you talk about 2 of the biggest teams currently in Indian football. They're playing on your TV screens. They're playing at the Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata. Here's Changte. Changte does well to get past Thapa. Twisting and turning, puts in the cross. Ends up getting a corner for Mumbai City FC. Late pressure from Des Buckingham's team.
Yeah, it's slow and steady. Numbers of maroon shirts inside the box. Too many for Mumbai City to get that space. And like the team said, Mumbai City rely on their set pieces. How good they can be when it's wanted the most.
Van Neef. A lot will depend on the delivery. Into the final 30 seconds of added time. Do Mumbai City FC have an equalizer on the cards? Puts in the ball. First power was finding Jorge Pereira Diaz. Completely mishits it. Bipin Singh. Mohun Bagan super giant. Players not happy with the referee, calling an end to the first half, saying our player was attacking. He was in attacking mode. The advantage should have been played into us. The advantage should have been played in our favour. He's been surrounded by his players. But he's pretty vocal. He's saying, I've given you 6 minutes, and as soon as the clock crossed 6 minutes, it was time for me to blow the whistle.
There's more potential over here, Arjun. The way both the teams have really positioned themselves in the game, it's going to give us more fire in the second half. Both the teams have got a chance to go on the whiteboard and really realign themselves as to what went wrong, what went right. And they will come back with a bang, especially Mumbai City FC with the quality of players they've got. You have to be very, very careful here. The referee has the cards, and that's going to be interesting how these 2 teams went into the game with a lot of intent, a lot of impact over there. And this is how they placed themselves.
Here's a look at the stats. A total of 3 shots for Mohun Bagan Super Giant, 2 on target, 2 resulting in those 2 goals. Mumbai City FC managing just 2 shots on target as well. 54% ball possession for Mumbai City FC, while Mohun Bagan Super Giant happy to play second best as far as keeping the ball is concerned. But at the end of 45 minutes, it's Mohun Bagan Super Giant who are leading Mumbai City FC by 2 goals to 1. Both goals, one coming from Jason Cummings within the first 10 minutes of the game, and the second coming courtesy a header of Manveer Singh. It was the final quarter-final of this edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup, vying for a place in the final 4. Mohun Bagan Super Giant taking on Mumbai City FC, 2 of the big boys of Indian football. And it couldn't have happened at a better venue, an iconic venue, a host of India International.
John?
direction, the shot, everything was perfect for this man to make his coming home.
That's the Joker celebration for Jason Cummings, and Ashik Karunian was in the thick of things, started things off really well, was looking extremely busy for Mohun Bagan Supergiant down that left flank. But then Mumbai City FC started to claw their way back into this game, started to exercise some control, and that control resulted in this goal from Jorge Pereira Diaz.
What else? You want somebody to be in the right position at the right time, and this man simply gets in that position, has to do nothing, just put his chest up, direct that ball in the goal, and what a fantastic goal that was.
And we weren't done yet. And we're not only 30 minutes into the game. Goal number 3 wasn't too far away. Hugo Bumu setting up Manveer Singh.
Super ball that was. Simply look at Bumo. He just knows what he has to do, gets behind the defender, pushes the ball up and high for Manveer to come from behind and just tap that ball in. No marking, free header. Fantastic goal.
Fantastic goal. Fantastic half. Mumbai City FC came close on a couple